Okay, now please close your eyes. Okay, friends, today, can you hear clearly? Can you hear? That the subject that we are giving today, Purnam-Shunyam, fullness and emptiness. Usually, it appears like a contradiction, a dichotomy. Fullness means it's full of everything. Emptiness means it is empty of everything. But those two words they will do that. Those two words, they are one and the same. And how it is, we shall see, not just as a word, but also in relation to ourselves. Purnam-Shunyam. Let us take a very celebrated statement by Bhagavan Shankara. Anta-Shunyam, Vahi-Shunyam, Shunya-Kumbha Ivambare, Antah-Purnam, Vahi-Purnam, Purna-Kumbha Ivarnave. It is a beautiful sentence. Antah-Purnam, inside full. Vahi-Purnam, outside full. Like a full pot, Purna-Kumbha, Arnave Iba, a full pot inside the ocean. When you put the pot inside the ocean, in the pot the water is full inside, water is full outside, so it's a full pot inside the ocean. Same word, same pot, he uses in different language. Anta-Shunyam. The pot is shunyam, empty. There is no water. Vahi-Shunyam, outside empty. There is space, empty space inside. There is empty space outside. Shunya-Kumbha Ibambare, like an empty pot in the vast space. Iba, that is how we, the individuals, if this is the pot of a physical body, how beautiful. If this is the pot of a body, Antah Purnam, Vahi Purnam, Purna Kumbha Ivarnave. Inside full, outside full. Full of what? Two things you can say. Like the pot is full of water. The pot is in the water. Water inside, water outside. Here also Purnam, fullness, if you say, with fullness with things, you shall see inside full. As much the universe without, which is full and holds my body, so also the perceptions, sensations, memories of all kinds. Full inside, full outside. Nama-rupa. Nama-rupa, full outside, full inside the universe. We shall name it later on as Ishvara. all pervasive with all names and forms. So this physical body can never stand apart from the fullness. Or Anta-Shunyam, inside there is nothing, no thought, no perception, no sensation, no memories, pure Chetana, consciousness. Vahi Shunyam, outside also pure consciousness. Shunya, Kumbha, like the empty body, empty pot of a body in the vast emptiness. So, Shunyam or Purnam, in both ways you are full. So there are not two different things, please understand. Fullness has everything in it. Emptiness also, it is full of emptiness. Like, just look at this house, this room we are sitting down. This room, please see, this room is full. Full of what? So many things are there. The fans, the carpets, the chairs, the people, the whatever, full of everything. So this empty, this is full. Now suppose you remove everything. In relation to the object, we shall say the room is empty. But the room is always full by itself. Are you getting that point? The room is always full by itself. When there is nothing, it is full of emptiness. When there is something, it is full of everything. So fullness, understand, does not depend upon only objects. Full of emptiness. Understand that point, please? And this is something we as an individual cannot try to look for fullness because we are part of the fullness. Physical body, please, so beautiful. Physical body is an inseparable part of the whole universe. Universe is incomplete without this body. Can you say that? No. Universe is complete with this body. It is also complete when the body disintegrates. The fullness of the universe never gets affected, like a little wave is rising. When the wave is rising, it is rising in the body of the ocean. It's full. And when the wave disintegrates, wave breaks down, it doesn't go away from the ocean. It is same ocean, it remains. So as the ocean, it is complete. Please see that. As the water, it is complete. Water is everywhere. Understand. Water is everywhere, in and through everything. Fullness. But it is nirguna. As the ocean, it is saguna, vast name and form. So the water is full. Ocean also is full. Any contradiction there? It's a beauty. With all the name and form, it is full. Without the name and form, it is full. Saguna, nirguna. Nobody can ever walk away from the fullness. Neither you can walk into fullness. This is not something to be achieved. This is not something to be reached. This is not something to be gained. This is something already gained, already reached, already achieved. That is why this physical body, which has no sense of, listen carefully, this physical body, which has no sense of separation, deho na janati, body has no sense of separation, inseparable part of the universe. Now it disintegrates, body has no sense of disintegration. It is also remains as part of the universe. Then who has the sense of emptiness and fullness? Only one thought, I thought, ahankar, I thought. If I consider I am this physical body, the body is born, I am born. Body is growing, I am growing. Body is aging, I am aging. Body is old, I am old. Body is dying, I am dying. This misery, conflict doesn't belong to the body. The physical body is a bhumika, a role. The body is child, body is young, body is adult, body is old. The I remains the same. The child who is conscious of the childhood body, the same consciousness now is conscious of the growing body. It became Kumara, Kaumara, young. The same body becomes adult, old, Vardhakya. Consciousness never grows old, never dies. Just see that point. So it remains full as a consciousness. The physical body also remains eternally part of the inseparable fullness, the total name and form. If you want to name it Ishvara, fine. So the Ishvara is full and complete. Call it God, call it whatever name you give. The totality, the macrocosm is full and complete. Yet the nameless, formless also is full and complete. That is why that celebrated verse that comes in our tradition is so beautiful. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamadachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva avasishyate. It's a delicious dichotomy. Such a beautiful thing. Because usually people feel a contradiction. Fullness means wow. Emptiness means Fullness and emptiness, both one and the same. That is why in this Sanatana tradition, in this beautiful, our wisdom in our Vedas and Vedanta, we have absolutely no conflict with anybody. Because both are respected, both are accepted. And who are we to accept it? If we don't accept, we suffer. Fullness, emptiness doesn't suffer. There is no dichotomy, there is no division, there is no conflict, confusion between the fullness and emptiness. The house is full of things, the house is full of emptiness. Both are fine. But what has happened is for us, a child when we are growing up, full means with things, empty means without the things. So we think without the things is emptiness. So emptiness is useless. No. Without the emptiness, how can there be fullness? Only an empty place you can fill up. At the same time, that emptiness which is fullness cannot be destroyed just because few things are coming in. Or just because things are taken out. Fullness continues. Chetana, Chetana, Nirguna. Sakshi, Cheta, Kevalo, Nirgunascha. Saguna, Ishvara, please. Our own body, look at it. When I say, I am the body, in relation to the physical body, I say I am the body. In relation to myself, Chetana, consciousness, I am Nirguna. I am at once Saguna as well as Nirguna, with a form, without the form. With a form, I feel limited, but the form does not feel limited. Physical body is an inseparable part of the macrocosmic universe. That is where Ishvara comes in. So we, beautiful tradition, because Ishvara is as glorious as even Nirguna Brahma. As Bhagavan says in Gita, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat abhyakta murtina, Maya abhyakta murtina, by my unmanifest form, the Nirguna consciousness, Jagat sarvam jagat tatam, pervaded. The whole universe is pervaded by my unmanifest form, consciousness. Masthani sarvabhutani, everything is inside me. Yet, nacha masthani bhutani, nothing is in me, pure consciousness. Ocean can say, I am the one, maya tatam idam sarvam. By me, the whole ocean is pervaded. How beautiful. See the glorious celebration of wisdom at all levels. Mastani sarvabhutani, ocean can say, everything is pervaded by me. By what? Abhyakta murtina. By the water, which is unmanifest, in a sense, which is doesn't have any form. In the water, there is no ocean, no wave. Yet, ocean and wave, complete. So see the completeness, amazing dimension. The ocean, all pervasive. The water, all pervasive. Therefore, we, as an individual, can this body stand separate from the macrocosmic universe? Impossible. You don't have to look for fullness. Fullness has reached you. The ocean has already reached the wave, embraced the wave before even the wave thinks it is existing. And what separates me from the universe is not that the body feels separated from the universe, individuality, I feel separated. That is why the individuality, the I has to be understood. Fullness and emptiness are not two different conditions. Listen carefully. Fullness and emptiness are not two different conditions. Like two series of infinity. Purnam-Adah, Purnamidam, Idam Purnam, Adah. That is also, this is full, that is full. The series of the fullness you see. Infinity. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus infinity. Another series of infinities, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, infinity. Nirguna means just 1. Saguna means 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3. How beautiful, numbers. But all the numbers are basically 1. What is 2? 1 plus 1. What is 3? 1 plus 1 plus 1. What is 4? 1 plus 1. What is infinity? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus n plus 1. So you can see simultaneously the oneness of the universe, yet multiplicity of the universe. How fantastic. That is why the Bhagavad Gita is amazing. It depends on the person who teaches it. If the person doesn't know everything, he shall make it a greater mystery. What Bhagavan says, Abhivaktam cha bhuteshu, vivaktam ivacha sthitam. Hey Arjuna, aham bhuteshu abhivaktam. Abhivaktam, I am undivided in all the bhutas. Bhuta means what? Bhuta preta? No. Bhuta means bhavanti iti bhutani. That which is subject to change and becoming, that is bhuta. Pancha bhuta, subject to change and becoming. Continuously changing. is continuously changing. The whole universe continuously changing, the physical body included. The ocean can say, all the waves are in me. But the ocean is not dependent on a particular wave. As even like this, so see that series 1 plus 1 plus 1 infinity, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus infinity, Purnasya Purnamadaya. And if you take away infinity from infinity, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 minus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, what will be? 1 minus 1 0, 2 minus 1 1, 3 minus 1 2, 3 4 minus 3. So from the fullness you take away the fullness, fullness alone remains. Fullness never goes. How beautiful. Can you prove yourself? Listen carefully. Can you prove yourself that you are empty? Can you prove yourself that you are limited? Remember that a story, not a story, that one discussion I had with somebody, I told you the other day. Because when we are talking about this, you are infinity, absolute, immortal, the person come up with a question. Swamiji, how can you say I am immortal? I said, are you comfortable with your mortality? No, then why are you not accepting this? See what it is. And if you are comfortable, I don't care. But you tell me, sir. He said, how can you say I am immortal? I am dying, I am immortal. I said, you prove it. See the beauty. You prove you are mortal. I shall prove you are immortal. There is no question of being, I say therefore you must believe. Nah. You challenge it. Bhagavan Krishna tells to Arjuna, Stadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena. Hey Arjuna, know this truth by surrendering to the higher wisdom. But pariprasnena, you don't surrender your intelligence. You do not surrender your intelligence. You do not surrender your power to question. Until avagati paryantam, until you understand it, the student has the full right to question. A teacher who doesn't encourage questioning, you drop it and get out. Two people will not question, one who understands everything, other one who doesn't understand anything. Fine, leave it to him. But prashna must be questioned, it must be questioned. Just because he says, I am full, now I told that person, you don't have to believe when I say you are immortal. Because I say, you don't have to believe. Because the book says, why should I believe it? You prove that you are mortal, I shall prove you are immortal. He said, of course, Swamiji, I am mortal. I said, why do you say that? This body, born, growing, dying away, dead. I said, of course. This body, whose body is this? I asked him, whose body is this? My body. Suppose I ask to the body, to whom do you belong? Ask the body, hey body, to whom do you belong? Deho na janati. Body doesn't ko kuch malum hi nahi hai. The body cannot say anything. Deho na janati. Deho hamiti deho na bhakti. Body doesn't say I am the body. It doesn't know anything. You say I am the body. Listen carefully. And the physical body, if you say the body is dying, of course the body will die. Because that is the nature of the body. There is a difference between I have a body and I am the body. I have a body and the body has a nature. What is the nature of the body? Sixfold modification. Asti, jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, apakshiyate iti sad vikarava sthula sariram. This gross physical body has sixfold modifications. It is there in a potential state in father and mother, asti, then jayate, in the womb and to the earth, vardhate, growing, then viparinamate, that is changes, puberty sets in, then apakshiyate, starts decaying, and vinashyati. That is the nature of the body. And the body doesn't complain. Neither it rejoices, I am born in the mother's womb. I am born into this universe. Now I am young. The body doesn't rejoice. Who is rejoicing? I. So when you say, Swamiji, I am mortal, prove it. This body is mortal. Yes, you have a body which is mortal. I told you, prove you are mortal. Your body is mortal, 100% accepted. But you are not. If you take what you have as who you are, you cannot escape mortality. Are you getting that point, sir? The first thing and the last thing to be understood is that the supreme identity of the one word I, rest is immaterial. Only one. That is why what this Shastra says so beautifully. What does they say? Yasmin vigyate sarvamidam vigyatam bhavati syat. The student goes to the teacher and says, please let me know something by knowing which everything is as well known. By knowing your body, you shall not know everything. By knowing about the world, you shall not know everything. By knowing about the metals, the materials, space or air or fire or water or earth, you will not know everything. Knowing about organs, you don't know everything. Knowing about your psychology or different types of thoughts, you will not know about everything. But if you know about yourself, you shall know about everything. How fantastic. If you know about yourself, who you are, as long as you are taking yourself to be what you have, that long you shall die. Because what you have is a role and that is continuously changing and dying. So the first thing the person must understand is about himself. And when you see that, who I am is not the objects that we have, not the body that I have, not the thoughts that I have. How do you know you have something? Listen carefully. How do you know that you have a thought? I know. What do you know? I have a thought. So who are you? I know that I have a thought. So which I is you? I know the first I or the I have, the second I? Huh? What you have is not you. Who you are doesn't have to have anything. For you to be you, you don't need to have anything. And in reality, you don't have anything in this universe. You pretend, you impersonate, you unnecessarily impose yourself. You say body is mine, the body doesn't respect it. It continuously grows. You say the wealth is mine, the wealth doesn't care. It gets devastated by the raging storms or the cyclone. You say the husband is mine. Are you a dreamer? My wife is mine. What a dumb thing you are. My child is mine. How stupid you are. My money is mine. My job is mine. Really? Nothing in this universe has a sense of being owned. Do you get that point? You may say the house is yours. House doesn't feel owned. You may say the car is mine. The car doesn't feel owned. You may say the house, the land is mine. The land doesn't feel owned. Your own children, my son, shut up. I don't like you, father. You can go to Jericho. You can die. My wife is mine. Shut up. He's somebody's wife now. My husband is mine. No. Nothing is yours. Prove one thing you can say yours, and that other something should also agree. The body is mine. The body has no answer. You can say it mine, 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 but the body moves in its own speed and dies away. And then you are left high and dry. Are you getting that point? Even the thought is not yours. Even that I thought is not yours. Because how do you know you have a thought? I know. I know, I have a thought. Which I you are? Will you identify the thought or you identify the consciousness? Because you are conscious, therefore you have a thought. Or because you have a thought, therefore you are conscious. Think of it. All the names, forms, saguna. Nameless, formless, nirguna. As a nameless, formless, all-pervasive, Purnam. As the all names, all forms, Ishvara, Sarvata Panipadam Tat, Sarvatokshi Shiromukham, Sarvata Shrutimal Loke, Sarvam Avrutya Tishtati. Iti Ishvara. All names are his names, all forms are his forms. Wow, you understand? Call it, oh, you are only very partial to masculine. No. All names are her names, all names are her forms, all forms are her forms. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Sarva Rupena Sthita. Namastasyai, 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 namo namaha. See everything. Yet, sarva lokahatita, sarva gunatita, sarvatita, samatmika, oh mother. Sarva lokasita, how beautiful. Sarva gunatita, you are beyond all gunas. Lokatita, all fields of experience. Sarvatita, beyond everything. Sarvavastha vinirmukta, sarvopadhi vinirmukta. Sarva upadhi vinirmukta, you are free from all upadhis. Sarvavastha vivarjita, you are free from all the avasthas. Samatmika, yet one and the same everywhere. So as a name and form, Ishvara, fullness. Nameless, formless, Shunyam, fullness. So it is Shunyam or Purnam. That is why in this tradition, it has no conflict with any cult tradition in this world. There are many different religious traditions or belief traditions or faith traditions who shall say this reality is nameless. There is only nameless, there is no names. So they have a tremendous fight. How do you give up, how do you cancel, eliminate, neglect your body when you know that your body only you are living through? There is only formless. What nonsense is that? It's like then there is only water and I refuse to see the ocean and the water. What are you talking, sir? If you say mud pot, think of little mud if in your head or try to think over it. Mud pot. Can you bring the pot without bringing the mud in it? When it's a pot made out of mud. You cannot have a pot without the mud, but you can have mud without the pot. So as much the pot is complete with mud, the mud is complete without the pot. Are you getting the simple conditions? Saguna, nirguna. The mud with a name and form is a pot. In and through the pot there is mud. You can have both the standpoints. Please understand. Relative standpoints, absolute standpoint, see that very, very clear. Relative standpoint, absolute standpoint, think of it, think of it. The pot is something which is relative standpoint, because the pot doesn't linger, pot doesn't last, the pot breaks down. Pot breaks down. Does the mud break down? If you have some brain, understand, think it over. Think it over. These are something absolutely anubhava swarupa. This is your own anubhava. Everybody is anubhava. That is why nobody can escape this wisdom. Neither can you neither you can accept anything which contradicts your experience. There can be a time when your thoughts can disappear. But you cannot disappear. Physical body has no sense of owning anything. Just think of it. You must see it very, very clearly. When you say the word mud pot, mud is inherent. With names and forms, it is complete. Like the whole physical universe. Pancha Mahabhuta, space, air, fire, water, earth. And how vast it is? How vast it is? All pervasive. Can you search for a universe? The trouble is, from the childhood onwards, we have been told, we have been given destinations. You must be rich, you must be educated, you must be married, you must have a job, you must have money, you must be having everything. Not only you should have everything, but you should be better than everything. That to have a car is not enough, you should have the biggest car. And one is miserable not because he doesn't have a car, but because somebody else has a car. You are arrogant not because you have a vehicle, but because others don't have it. So your fullness depends on other people's emptiness. That is why every human being suffers, including not only this type of common ordinary behavior, even the so-called religions, faiths of many kind. This is the only God, there is no other God. Oh, my foot. There is only emptiness, there is no form. How are you opening your mouth and say, I am not existing? What a contradiction. Can you say, I am dead? Can you say, I am dead? Being alive and you are telling body is not there? What type of wisdom is that? I am who I am, not because of the absence of the body, in spite of the body. I am who I am, not because of the absence of the thought, in spite of the thought. I am who I am, not because of the presence or absence of anything, but in spite of the presence and absence of everything in this universe. What a dimension. So you have no conflict with the presence of something or absence of something. Formless, beautiful. Nameless, beautiful. Forms, excellent. Names, excellent. Both ways. Sarvata panipadam tat sarvatokshi shiromukham sarvam avruti tishtati. Sarvata shrutimaloke sarvam avruti tishtati. Pervading everything, that something alone is existing. You want to call it Ishvara? Fine. You want to call it Mother? Fine. You want to call it Brahman? Fine. Saguna, Nirguna, name, form, no. But there are many, as I told you, many beliefs, faiths, intellectual deliberations to say that there is nothing, only emptiness, all nameless, or this is the only form. Both are contradictions. That is why in this tradition, Purnam is as beautiful as with Shunyam. Purnoham, lovely. Shunyoham, lovely. But people hold on to a concept and around it they create a big philosophy and religion, traditions. So we must break down all the forms except my form. If I believe in a particular form, that must be respected. Other forms can be destroyed. That is how idiots function. Understand. This is the only name, no other name. Really. Whereas in this beautiful Upanishadic tradition, any name, fantastic. Any form, fantastic. Everything is accepted. Purnatvam, fullness and completeness. In fullness, which name should be accepted, which name should be rejected? How can the fullness reject? Can the universe reject anything from within it? And can you walk away from emptiness? Wow. And this is something you don't look for outside. What is visible, understand, what is visible is names and forms. What is visible also is nameless, formless space. Listen carefully. That is gross perception. And once you start seeing, hearing, touching through your body and the senses, you shall have the memories, the thoughts of every kind, your personal universe. And this personal universe, your memories, you can be aware. As when you need space outside for all the forms to exist in it, you need the Chidakasha, Chidambara, consciousness space for all your memories to be alive, memories to exist. Your memories are playing, consciousness is there. Your memories disappear, fade away, consciousness is there. Just like in a vast space. The massive clouds are floating, space continues. The clouds disappear, the space continues. The space at no time resists the arrival and departure of clouds. Inside this vast space, galaxies can appear, galaxies can disappear. There can be cosmic convulsion. Stars can be finished. At this moment, as you are sitting down, how do you know? Trillions and trillions of star system. Where, what is happening, how do you know? Sitting down in this little place. Space shall not die. But that space outside, don't consider as the reality, because this is space of the physical universe. As long as you are awake, waking, you shall see the space there. The moment your body goes to sleep, listen carefully, so beautiful. The moment your body goes to sleep, you are asleep to the universe. Your physical body is the access point, is the gateway to this universe. When the body is awake, you are awake to the universe. When the body goes to sleep, universe doesn't exist for you, because you don't exist. You open up to a dream universe, huge projection of your personal kind, dream universe. When you are seeing things outside, you are conscious. Consciousness space, Chidakasha is there. When you are no more seeing your body is asleep, your dream comes, consciousness is there. That you are aware of your dream when you wake up. When dream disappears, you go to sleep, dreamless, deep sleep. Again you are there, because waking up you say, I slept well. So whether it's waking universe, dream or your dream universe, deep sleep or total resolution, everything remains in a potential state. Consciousness space never goes. That is why you can coordinate your experiences of life. Not only waking, dream, deep sleep, but also past, present, future. When I was a child, when I was 10-year-old, when I was 20-year-old, now I am 50 or 100-year-old, yes. You are the same. Body went on changing. 3 avasthas, childhood, youth, old age. 3 avasthas, waking, dream, deep sleep. But in all these things, one thing remains complete, is yourself, fullness. You can call it Anta-Shunyam, consciousness alone. Bhai-Shunyam, consciousness alone. Shunya kumbhaya ivambare, like this body pot in the empty universe. Fullness, emptiness. Or Antah-Purnam, full inside. Everything is in consciousness. Bahi-Purnam, outside also, whatever is there is nothing. Hey, this inside, outside is a stupid statement. In relation to this house, inside space, outside space. In relation to space, any inside, outside? Do you understand? That's why you must be a thinker. You must think. But what people do? They want to gain this fullness by doing this sadhana. How do you do sadhana? When you are you getting that point, sir? If there is a distance between who you are and what you want to achieve, sadhana is a must. That is why in the physical universe, when you are living in this ignorance, what happens is, the Stage is set, the goals are also set. You must educate yourself. You must have these things. You must have a car, must have this house. You must believe in a God. You must know the God. You must do this practice, do that practice. Why? Because you are away from it. So you must struggle to reach it. And then what happens? This I takes pride. Individuality takes pride. I have achieved this. I didn't have a car, now I have a car. I don't have a house, now I have a house. I didn't have children, now I have children. I didn't have a job, I have this job. All these things this fellow will go on talking. And then he shall say, I didn't have a faith, now I have faith. And you understand, sir, it's much more dangerous in Upanishads. Why? Upanishad says also, what? Andham tama pravishanti je avidyaya marata. Those people who are in the ignorance, overwhelmed by ignorance, andham tama pravishanti, they are in the blindness in darkness. Tato bhuyavate tama, they enter into greater darkness who are engaged in wisdom. Why? Do you know why? The I thought develops that, it can never give up anything. It will not like the emptiness. Now he shall say, previously you are telling, I am rich, I am poor. Now he says, I have given up all these things. Now I am experiencing Brahman. I know something which nobody knows. I have read only one book. You have read one, I have read 10 books. You have meditated for one day, I am meditating 20 days. You are, eating every day, I am starving every day. This is how the I perpetuated bondage. You are cheated by yourself. Understand? You are looking for fullness. Then you shall say, yesterday I had a wonderful experience, all consciousness, but today it is gone. So you become the owner of experience. Do you understand that point? It's like you have got athletic Olympic games competition, here now religious Olympics games competition. How many days you can fast? 5 days. I can do 50 days. Oh. How long can you hold your nose? Half an hour. Oof, half an hour. I can't hold it in for 1 minute. How long can you keep quiet? Oh, I can sit down for like a long time. Tell a lie. You tell a lie. Yeah, how long can you be quiet? How does anybody verify? That is why become deceptive, pretentious people appear to be very religious. Telling lies. I never eat anything, then how do you bloat? I never get angry. If somebody doesn't accept that statement, you not getting angry, rubbish, you shall be atom bomb. In you, everything is there. Who is that? Only one thought. You have fallen in love with a statement, I. So that one plays with Purnam and Shunyam also. I don't believe in Shunyam. Shunyam people who talk about Shunyam, they are useless. What is your definition of Shunyam? But Shunyam, there is nothing. So that's what you say, Chetana, there is nothing other than the consciousness, right? Is it not Shunyam? No, I believe only in Purnam. What is your definition of Purnam, fullness? Where everything is there. So that's what it has, in and through everything is there. Shunyam va Purnam va ko viveda. Why are you unnecessarily fighting between Shunyam, Purnam and all that? You give your meaning to the other person's word and kill him. How people become fanatic. Fanatics means what? The person anubhava Shunyam. This knowledge is something, please understand friends, nobody can give you. Krishna did not give this knowledge to Arjuna. This that, somebody, Krishna would have touched Arjuna, somewhere, understand. You are born with it. Sahaja dadatme, janmana sahada. The moment you are born in consciousness. Who you are. Everything that you pick up in time, you shall lose it. Do you understand that much? Everything that you pick up in time, you shall lose it. Your husband will not be your husband, your wife will not be your wife, your father will not be your father, your mother will not be your mother, your job will not be your job, your savings will not be your savings, your belief will not be your belief. You are born without it, you must die without it. When you die, nothing will go with you. Only that is why you never die, because you are never born, body changes, body goes. Thoughts are created, thoughts are disappearing. So when the ahankara states that, I want to hold on to samadhi. Oh, you want to hold on to samadhi? As long as you are there, there is no samadhi. Mahadeva, what can I say, friends? Think. Purnam, sannapya ubhayatmikano, bhinnapya ubhayatmikano. Shankara, shall I say, it is Sat? Shall I say Asat? Na Sat, na Asat. Sannapya, na Sat, na Asat. Na Ubhayatmika, Sadasat. Bhinnapya Ubhayatmika, no. Different, not different. Different, not different. No. Anirvachaniya. Inexplicable. You can feel it, you can talk about it. You are it. Anubhava Sarvatvat. And you are not the only one. When you see that, you know you are not the only one. Whether somebody knows it or not, he is as complete, as wonderful as you are. That is why there is no sense of weakness, there is no sense of inferiority, there is no sense of superiority. That is why these religions which created this headache. This is the only God, there is no other God. My foot. This is the only truth, there is no other truth. You have taken an control over the, some monopoly over the truth. Truth doesn't belong to anybody. What? Truth doesn't belong to anybody. Even the flower doesn't belong to anybody. Because in our garden, can I say my flower? What is there something you can say is yours? Your own body is not yours. My knowledge, that is why people suffer in life. You talk, but the talks are all pretentiousness. It doesn't mean anything whatsoever. That is your anubhava. It's something to be seen in yourself, not to be repeated in many words. You can write 1,000 books, you can read million books. Who you are is not a written word, not a printed book, not a drawn painting, it's not a thought, it's not anything that you can talk about. Purnam, full and complete. When the pot is broken, clay is not broken. And just with the clay, you can't drink water. That's why take these 3 dimensions statement. Some people are, when I was teaching Tattva, I told you these 3 standpoints, the 3 dimensions they talk about. One is, some people are very romantic. Okay? They shall write a poetry, the elegy on the death of a pot. When the pot broke, they write, "Oh, poor pot, it was a beautiful pot, nice pot." They will not understand this is a clay never breaks. Right? Some people are idealistic. They call die-hard intellectuals. Bring me some water. Sir, how can I bring water? Take the pot. This is clay. How can I bring water in the clay? These are intellectuals. They'll die of thirst. Idealist. The pragmatic one is Upanishads. While using the pot, you do not lose sight of the clay. The whole world is, samsara, dukkham, samsara is like this. Poetry, music, novel, painting, all that nonsense you write. Different type of things, that is not the truth. Understand? In the idealistic, everything is Brahman, everything is God. Oh, really? And then fight with each other. My ideal is the greater ideal. Useless. Themselves a victim of division, victimize everybody. The person is pragmatic. He sees the reality. I am who I am, not because of the absence or presence of something. I am who I am, because that's what I am. Am I the only one? No, everybody is. In this absolute knowledge, nobody stands apart. Nothing stands apart. Purnam, in its brilliance, all names and forms included, Purnam. No name, no form, Purnam. Shunyam also is Purnam. Which one you like? Is there a choice, sir? Everything is beautiful because they are continuously changing. And what a lovely universe, including my body. Everything is beautiful because in spite of aging and changing, they are not dying, they are changeless, deathless. Both way you are gaining. The name and form is beautiful, the nameless, formless, beautiful. But when you think, so only nameless, formless, permanently fighting with the world of name and form. Permanently fighting with this religion, this tradition, that tradition, this way of worship, that mode of worship, this type of living, that type of living, continuously fighting. This is the only way and there is no other way. No. That is why the Mandukya Upanishad says, Parasparam viruddhante, tairayamna viruddhyate. All ways of thinking shall fight with each other. Tahi ayamna viruddhyate. This wisdom which accepts this also, that also. It has no fight, no division with anybody whatsoever. There is a form, yes. No form, yes. You are the ultimate yes man of the universe. Is a male? Yes. Is not a male? Yes. Is a female only? Yes. Is not a female? Yes. Is only neuter? Yes. But is not a neuter? Yes. What is this? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, tell me something. Because you can't tell a lie. Whatever you say is the truth. I am the body, truth, because you say so. Why should I fight with you? I am not the body. Yes. Why? Because you say so. Because for me, I am that also, not also. You understand how fantastic? Will there be any fight in this universe? Understand, friends, when the fighting stops in your heart, the universe is peaceful. As long as you are struggling inside, you are having conflict inside, you are having fight over inside, you are having a sense of superiority and inferiority, that long the whole universe, in spite of your stupidity, that shall remain peaceful. But you shall not be peaceful, and depends where you are staying. Around you there is one person, that also will be destroyed. Around you 20 people, they will be destroyed. And you have manipulated to be a prime minister or a president, the whole country will be destroyed. Depends on you. But when you are aware of yourself, the whole universe can cataclysmic destruction. Everything goes away. You celebrate. Because celebration never stops. Existence is the celebration itself, where everything is existing and everything is simultaneously changing. Can there be greater celebration in the universe? You can't have one stage at one time. Imagine this stage of the universe. Wow! From morning till morning, from moment to moment, not a dull moment. Every moment is exciting because Oof. Why do you like to enjoy the sunrise, sunset? It's continuously changing. Why do you watch a movie where the scenes are continuously changing? That the universe is continuously changing is so fantastic. But in and through the changes, there is one changeless absolute, and that's me, and nothing can touch me. So by myself, I am full and complete. With everything also full and complete. Antah Purnam, Bahi Purnam, Purna Kumbha Iva Arnave. Inside full, outside fullness. There is fullness inside, outside. Anta-Shunyam, in me there is nothing, yet there is everything. Complete. People feel miserable because they are deprived. The wise man, everything gone, super. People feel great because something is coming in. Everything comes in, fine. Everything is fine, you are wonderful. Everything is not fine, also you are wonderful. You are everything. What can I say, sir? What can I say, sir? Such a person, he doesn't have to struggle with him. He doesn't look for God, doesn't deny God. Doesn't look for truth, doesn't deny truth. There is nothing to look for, there is nothing to get out of. That is what you are. Close your eyes, please. See that for yourself. And remember, always choose to sit down for some time. Feel it. How you cannot reach the universe. Universe already has reached you. Name it God if you choose. Name it formless, nameless if you choose. Your names, your words do not give you any experience. You are continuously Anubhava Swarupa. What you experience goes on changing. Now you see, you can't see. Seeing is an experience, you are experiencing. Now you can hear, you cannot hear. Experience is never going. But hearing may come and go. Same thing touching, same thing tasting, same thing smelling, same thing thinking. A thought may come, may not come. Experiencing a thought or the absence of it, continuous. So that the experience, Anubhava Swarupa Chetana, nameless, formless content of all names, all forms. So all names, all forms, beautiful, nameless, formless, beautiful. Both are beautiful. Yet you can say, if you insist there are no two, only one, choice is yours. The two is 1 plus 1. Oneness doesn't go away because there are two. See that fullness, all times, be that. In all times, all places, in all conditions. Thank you, friends. See you again next time.